Gibraltar, a 2.6 square mile chunk of limestone glued to the bottom of Spain. Yet somehow it's just like stepping into the UK.
There's a card factory.
Think red phone boxes, Royal Mail post boxes, Percy Pigs and Pints, plus most of your well-known brands from the UK.
It's so British, but somehow it's not.
Where else can you walk from Spain, stroll across an airport runway, watch the King's Guards marching past, and sit down for afternoon tea with clotted cream and scones all in one day?
I can't believe we're having scones with clotted cream in Gibraltar.
This is Gibraltar, the Little Britain of Spain. Is it just the UK but with better weather? Or is there more to this British overseas territory? Let's find out.
Right behind us is the border from Spain and to the UK.
This is probably the weirdest border we've ever crossed because one, you do it by foot, which is a rarity already, and two, we're stepping from sunny, glorious La Linea in Spain into Gibraltar, which is the UK.
So from La Linea you can always see the Rock of Gibraltar, which is a very well-known landmark here in Gibraltar. Now apparently Gibraltar has a lot of things similar to the UK here in terms of language, money, just things that you'll see out and about here in Gibraltar. It's going to be weird, I think.
This one says EU, EEA and Swiss citizens, and then all passports. So I guess I get to go through the EU section?
Yeah, that was it.
Are we in Gibraltar now?
Yeah.
That was so easy. He only looked at it. He just like, yep.
You didn't even get a stamp or anything.
Nothing happened. He literally just peeked at it and was like, okay.
Oh, look at that. First thing you see.
That's hilarious.
You don't even see these in the UK anymore.
No, I know. And if you do, they're like
full of books.
Covered in graffiti.
No, they're full of books.
Oh yeah.
The street is called Winston Churchill Avenue.
Really?
Yeah.
Instead of saying GB, it says GBZ.
Wow.
They have red double-decker buses as well. Literally just parked up in the bus depot.
The only place we've also seen that is Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Which was also a British overseas territory.
Yeah. Gibraltar is pretty small,
yeah.
But also you can buy a map and a guide for £1.
So we are right here now, and we need to go into Gibraltar here, but there's a runway in between. You can walk it, so I think we'll walk it. That shop there is a Waitrose Partners.
Yeah. I've heard actually that they have Morrison's here, and there's a shop that stocks Tesco's things, but it's not called Tesco's.
They have Costa Coffee.
They have Costa Coffee. They don't have Greg's. I looked it up. They don't have Greg's, unfortunately. I could do with a Greg's today, you know?
Whoa.
Wow, this is cool. Wow, it's so much bigger than you imagined that it would be.
This is the first time.
Wait.
Oh.
Wait.
Okay, we need to go.
Are they closing
the alarm
doors?
just went off. I think they're closing the gates now because there's a flight arriving. But this is crazy. This is the first time I've ever walked on a runway.
This is so cool. Literally walking across the airport runway. I'm an airplane! Woo! So they're just double checking that everyone's actually off the runway, which is very good. And then closing these big green gates and the...
Are they even putting stingers down on the... there, just in case someone drives through? I'm spotting the plane coming in on flight radar. Whoa. So, we're finally back in the UK. Can I call this place home?
I think so. I think legally you're allowed to just stay here for as long as you want.
Yeah.
So you could theoretically move here tomorrow and start calling it home.
Let's see how...
How does it feel? The weather's gotten better.
I like it. The first impressions, nice. It's so crazy that the rock is just like dominating the whole skyline, isn't it? Look at that behind us. And the rock has 55 kilometers of tunnels inside of it, which is more than the length of all the roads in Gibraltar. Even the road signs look British, but they also have no Spanish on them.
Oh yeah.
Now, that is very not like the UK. I paid £1.40 for diesel in the UK. Here it's only €1.18. So I think this tunnel takes us through into the city centre.
Really?
Yeah. I read about this.
Ominous.
Apparently this was the only way into Gibraltar back in the day.
It literally says, originally the only way into Gibraltar other than by sea. Welcome to Gibraltar. greeted by Domino's Pizza.
Domino. Hoo-hoo.
Does that look like the Queen's Guard?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Forward! March!
That's so fun.
No, I did not expect that.
That is something I actually really wasn't expecting. We've just arrived. The square is called Casemates Square or Casemates. I'm not sure if it's English.
Well, we are in the UK, so it could be casemates.
It could be Casemates.
But it's probably casemates.
Casemates. Either way,
It's stunning.
big, beautiful square. There's a march by the Queen's Guard. Or the King's Guard, sorry, as you would now call it.
There's even police, real police here with
my gosh.
machine guns.
Yeah, no, I
like
just saw
armed
it.
police.
Yeah. They
So-
look like the police in the UK, don't they?
In the airports, yeah.
Yeah. There seems like in this square they change the logos for some different brands, because I was just looking at that sign saying the Taco Bell sign doesn't normally look like that. But then
Oh, yeah.
next to it there's a Costa Coffee and they've also changed that logo.
Burger King also has a different branding over here. Oh, I like that.
I like that. That looks sort of retro and a lot more classy.
I have to say, I'm really liking Gibraltar so far. We've only walked about 5 minutes from the border.
Yeah, but that's probably a good percentage
Whoa.
of Gibraltar.
Look at the high street.
Oh, this is nice. Wow, what a vibe.
The police cars here are exactly the same as the UK. Look at that.
I have to say though, walking through the high street is a very interesting experience because it feels like a British high street. We've got Superdry there.
Holland and
There's a
Barrett.
Holland and Barrett here. We passed the Nat West. It's all the shops that we kind of recognize from the British high street, except that there's a lot of people on it. I think a lot of British high streets have gotten calmer and quieter throughout the years, but this one is heaving, probably because the weather is so nice. We've stumbled across a Marks and Spencer's, and if they have a food section, there's no way we can pass it and not buy some Percy Pigs. So let's see if they have it in Gibraltar. Like, it's actually blowing my mind. As we're walking through this Marks and Spencer's, I'm hearing so many British English accents. And there's people just shopping in Marks and Spencer's. Either they live here or they've come from the UK to come here and shop in Marks and Spencer. Technically, that's what we're doing. Percy Pig.
How much?
£2.25.
That is normal.
I think that's pretty normal, actually, yeah.
I mean,
Thank you very much. 225.
That's brilliant. I cannot miss up an opportunity to get some Percy Pigs.
cheers.
There's a card factory.
Oh, it's like so many places to stay outside and have a drink,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's like if the UK had sunshine.
Yeah. The thing is, I always say that the UK is probably the best place in the world when it's sunny, because everyone's out, everyone's having a good time. And I think that's just because we don't know when the next time it's going to be sunny, so everyone's just making the most of it.
This is so nice. We're still on Main Street, by the way. Here's just another semi-tunnel, like a
Is your
old
mind
city
being blown
wall.
right now?
My mind is being blown because there's a fountain in the midst of like beautiful gardens, and there's a red phone box over there.
Should we move here?
I mean, you're allowed to just stay, right?
Yeah. Plus, you didn't even get a stamp on your passport.
No, so I could just come here and stay here indefinitely. Nobody would know when I arrived, right?
Shh.
Don't tell anyone.
Whoa.
Whoa,
How fancy this place is.
this is so nice.
Look at the view. Wow. Look at this view we've got.
So what are we seeing here?
That's France. France? Oh my god. That's the other part of Spain over there.
Okay,
La Linea would have been like that way where we were staying this
from
morning.
the actual top of the rock, which we'll go to later, I think you can see Morocco.
Yeah. Ooh, what room are we in?
318, which I think is this way.
This hotel looks and feels fancy.
Ooh, here.
Oh, that was quick.
I know, too fast. You ready?
I'm ready. Does this mean that we've got a view of the ocean? Because we're going this way.
Let's find out. Oh, this is so nice. We do have a nice view.
We do?
We do.
It smells spotless
It
in there.
smells spotless. Wow, this is our view. Holy guacamole.
Oh,
That
we get
is
to wake up to that view tomorrow.
gorgeous.
Oh my God, does it open?
Yeah, it does.
Oh my God, open it.
Oh,
Whoa.
look at that.
Look at that.
It's so nice.
Look at that, you can see Spain. You can see all the sort of tankers. You can even see like a navy ship down there. And then this is our room.
This is our room.
It looks clean,
It
tidy.
smells and looks pristine. What I will say, it's got like little touches of Britishness. Like, doesn't this just scream
Yeah,
Great Britain?
yeah. And that looks like a butter.
It does. It's
tub.
not. It's got like coffee and little milks in there, but it does look like
And then
butter.
there's Tetley.
Whoa.
How was that?
That is nice. That is nice, you know?
Yeah?
Yeah, that's really
Good,
nice.
Good.
Oh,
Wow.
look at this.
I can't believe this view. Seriously, if you haven't been to Gibraltar, I don't know why I've never been here. It's so nice. Like, I said the same thing about Macau in China,
Yeah.
but here has the kind of same vibe.
It does. It's very pristine. It almost feels like designed to look exactly a certain way,
Yeah.
and it's like fitting that sort of design. I don't know how else to explain it really, but it's like prim and proper, but also has so much history here. The buildings aren't just built concrete. It's like really authentic looking. I don't know how else to explain it. I probably
It's
sound like I'm
stunning.
speaking gobbledygook, but it is beautiful. Anyway, this room is gorgeous. Gibraltar is gorgeous. I'm having a brilliant time. I'm a little bit sad that we're leaving tomorrow already, but it's just another reason for us to come back.
Today's video is sponsored by Jackery, and this absolute beast is the Jackery Explorer 1000 V2, and you will not believe what this thing can power up. Let us show you. My lovely assistant here is going to bring us over a full-on microwave that we are going to run now with the Jackery 1000 V2.
So first thing we need to do is power this bad boy on by pressing the power button, plug it in, and turn on the plug. And here's something that I bought earlier, some popcorn. I thought it's a perfect way to show what this Jackery can do. I reckon max power and let's do 2.5 minutes. Let's start.
So that microwave now is fully running, and you can see on the screen here that it's using 1200 watts. And this can actually run up to 1500 watts because of the inverter in here. And this battery is a LiFePO4 lithium battery, and it is super powerful. Let us show you some more things it can do.
Here's some other things I have prepared. I need to charge my laptop, so let's do that first.
So you can charge many things at once on this because there is so many outlets at the front here. And now we have all these appliances charging at the same time, and this Jackery has no problem in still running and making popcorn over here.
We've got 19 seconds left until we got perfectly popped popcorn out here in the beautiful, beautiful nature.
And if you wanted to, you could also connect something else up to DC 12 here, if you can go up to 1500 watts.
Oh,
Oh, are we ready? There we go.
popcorn's ready. That's amazing.
So we're here out in nature with a microwave charging absolutely everything.
Wow,
And there we go.
Look at
Freshly made popcorn with a Jackery.
that's incredible.
And then this thing still has 95% charge, and we've just made popcorn.
Oh yeah, it's good. It is so small, but it seriously packs a punch. Even though it's compact, it can power some serious appliances like an actual microwave. Mind-blowing.
This battery also can be charged in supercharging mode from 0 to 100 in 1 hour, and it also has quiet charging mode. It's also super quiet right now. It's charging all these things and it's barely making a noise. Can you hear that? All I can hear is birds.
Yeah, same. Thank you again to Jackery for sponsoring this video.
And remember to click the link in the description box to get a discount code on your own Jackery Explorer 1000 V2.
Yeah! Thank you.
This?
Thanks.
Okay, so third time lucky.
Turns out they've tried to do afternoon teas many times outside, but since Gibraltar is one of the only European, well actually it's the only European place that has wild monkeys, and apparently they come and they steal all the scones and stuff and it goes absolutely crazy, so we have to go inside.
But we are in a very nice place inside.
It is beautiful even inside. Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Oh my days, look at that cake on the top. And we've got scones with clotted cream.
So when we were asking him, like, do we need to choose what we want? He was like, no. We literally got one of everything. We had, because they had chocolate cake, they had Victoria sponge, they had a lemon meringue, and I don't remember what the other thing was. A scone each.
Just look at that clotted cream, pull it out.
Loads of clotted cream.
Oh!
And then there's literally one of each sandwich. The fact that we're sat down to have a proper afternoon tea, a proper cream tea, a British tradition.
I'm having coronation chicken.
With coronation chicken.
I don't even eat this when I'm in the UK.
And we're in Gibraltar. It's like 27 degrees outside. This is mind-boggling. I know that's a very split opinion on what comes first, clotted cream or jam, and I will stand by this forever, that it's 100% the clotted cream that goes first, and then the jam. And it's crazy if you do it the other way around, because the jam is like liquidy, it doesn't make any sense.
And then do you put that one on top and make a sandwich, or do you just make another one?
No, you just make another one.
What I do usually is I put like clotted cream on one side and then jam on the other. I think that's the most traditional way, I think. Either way, it all goes in the same place, doesn't it?
It's good, isn't it?
In one word, explain.
Moist. There.
Monkeys?
Yeah. Do you not see them?
God. Yeah.
Oh, very good. I'm not going that way.
Whoa, hello.
How do I
There's
escape from
3
here
monkeys
without
there.
getting attacked by
And there's a
monkey?
huge one here. How do we get up now?
I'm scared.
Oh, whoa.
Ah.
Oh, they're fighting now.
Can you just stay with me?
What do we do?
Stay here, enjoy the view, and go back down.
Don't make eye contact, okay?
And don't show them your teeth.
Oh,
Wow,
now you
look.
can see it.
Whoa! The tip of the
whoa.
rock. Whoa, it's so quiet up here. I don't know if you can tell. Hold on. Don't step for a second.
Yeah, there's no one here.
There's no one here, but there's also no noise, no wind.
Whoa.
Whoa!
This is the other side of the rock.
Oh, my legs.
Wow, look at that. So on a clear day, you can see down the whole coast of Spain there, but you can usually see Africa over there, which is Morocco.
Yeah.
But today,
It's not quite clear
not
enough.
quite clear enough, no. But this side,
It's in the shade.
it's in the shade.
Yeah.
That's why probably they settled over here.
There, yeah.
I would do the same, to be honest.
Yeah, honestly, we're driven by the sun, but this is so cool.
And down there is a beach. Look at that. Like a really
Whoa.
nice beach, but getting into the shade now, and it's what, 6 o'clock?
Yeah, so does the sun set
Yeah,
on that side?
sun sets this way.
Yeah. I would say already kind of worth the £19 to come up here and come down, because just riding the cable car is fun in itself. And seeing the monkeys, although scary, also kind of like, ooh, that's fun. We've spotted our next item of unique Britishness.
A British post box. Look at that.
Like a proper one.
I wonder how long it would take to send a letter from here to the UK. Probably get back faster, wouldn't we?
Yeah,
We're leaving tomorrow.
leaving tomorrow morning. And we're
cool.
taking a plane, but that's very cool.
All right, I'm gonna go and put my card into a NatWest machine just to see what kind of money I'll get out. Because I'm not 100% sure whether they have their own sort of version of the pound here, because I know it comes up in British pounds, but let's see.
That's different.
It's different.
Whoa,
It's got
look
the
at
Queen on it.
that. £10 sterling. It's got the Queen on it. Government of Gibraltar. And that's the other side.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't think you can use this in the UK.
So that means we have to spend...
Currency notes issued under the Currency Notes Act are legal tender in Gibraltar for the payments of any amount. But you can use British pounds here, but you can't use these, I think, in the UK. All right, let's spend our money here.
Yeah.
Costa Coffee. Come on. How much? £9. Ah, perfect.
Perfect.
Oh, we'll get to see what a pound looks like now.
Yeah. I wonder if they'll have different pounds. Oh. Now this is normal.
Is it?
Yeah, this is normal.
All right. Can you
nice
believe
little
that you're
square.
having a Costa Coffee now in Gibraltar
In like
on the square?
27-degree heat.
Tastes like Costa.
Tastes like Costa.
To be honest, that's better than any Costa I've had in the UK recently. They've been really bad. So from that ATM that I just took out, my bank didn't charge me any fees because it was just like pulling 20 quid out. But what I have realised, and I got a text earlier from my mobile phone network back in the UK that said you have to use your roaming data here. So even though it's technically a British overseas territory, it doesn't count inside your unlimited data from the UK. Maybe it does with other networks, but with 3 who I'm with, it doesn't. I knew Gibraltar was going to be nice, but I did not expect it to be this nice. It is ridiculously nice. We've been up the high street, stunning. We've been to that square, stunning. Now we're just walking around the back streets.
Stunning.
And because there's less people around here, it's just such a vibe, and you can smell there's food cooking.
Yeah, it smells.
That sounds very Spanish because there's a moped going.
It smells incredible. There's like greenery everywhere. The houses are very beautiful. It looks like it got so
And then
much
you have
history.
the red post boxes.
I know,
and
it's such little
the
quirks.
phone boxes.
It's
Pops of colour everywhere.
Very, very, very beautiful.
It's really making me want to actually move here. Because
Yeah.
you know we say that usually, but we actually physically can't move to those countries because of visa stuff.
Yeah.
But this one, I at the moment can.
Yeah, you're allowed to. I don't think I'm allowed to.
But we were trying to figure it out, and Adriana could apply for her British citizenship.
Which apparently takes 3 to 7 months.
Yeah. So Adriana would get dual nationality, Swedish and British, just
then
to
move to
come here, not to be in the UK, just to be here. Is it worth it? I don't know. Put it in the comments.
As we're walking towards the harbour, we spotted another very British thing, and that is Morrison's.
First thing you see, Yorkshire tea. Yorkshire tea.
Oh, and then meal deals. It does feel very British.
Yeah. We don't smoke, but cigarettes in there, about £4.50 because there's no tax. It's tax-free here.
Yeah, cigarettes, alcohol, perfumes, everything's cheaper.
Yeah.
So this whole area is Ocean Village,
Yeah.
which not only is the apartments, but also shops and all of these bars along the marina. They've like built up this wooden structure.
This is vibes.
This is vibes. Like drinks by the pier, well, not even pier. Well,
On the harbour.
drinks on the harbour. With a little
It's
breeze.
express.
Yeah, I know. Literally next to Wagamama's.
That is a real life yacht / cruise ship that's been converted into a like a hotel. Look at that, it's called a 5-star yacht hotel, and it has a pool overhanging on the end there.
That's a pool.
Yeah.
Oh.
There wouldn't be a British town without the ship pub, would there?
No, and we need like a Queen's Arms or something as well, I feel like.
Queen's, Red Lion.
Yeah. After essentially doing a loop around the whole of Gibraltar, we have ended up kind of where we started on Casemates, Casamates Square, at
Lord Nelson pub. It's a
Lord
proper
Nelson pub,
British
yeah.
pub. You go inside and there's like British flags everywhere, and they're playing the England football match on the inside as well. Yeah.
and we've got a shandy. Does it get any more British?
Oh, you've got a shandy. I could see myself living here.
Yeah.
somewhere in like in one of those apartments on the water, just looking out, because the sun is always on that side in the evening.
Yeah. I bet you every single British person that's come to Gibraltar has had this exact same thought.
Yeah.
Like, why don't I just stay here? It's hot, it's sunny, it's vibey, why not?
Yeah.
It's really lovely. It's quirky because somehow, even though you're at the end of Spain,
Yeah.
looking on to Morocco, everything feels kind of like a piece of home.
Yeah, but it's got charm and it's got culture and it's got history. It's nice. Cheers.
Cheers!